everyone. This is Prateek Jhalavadia from Achyutam Engineering Private Limited in Vasai. So I'd like to first introduce myself. We are basically an electronics manufacturing company and we are catering to the household switch industry. We are based in Vasai and we had this desire at one point of time that we would want to have a very good office for us. So at that point of time, I just did not have too many contacts. Whom should I talk to, or where will I get the best solution that I wanted? So I just tried searching on Just Dial, and that's where I came about Expression Interiors. When I did that, this is what I'm narrating around 3.5, 4 years back. So when I did that, I came across certain reviews about Expression Interiors because there were other portfolios also that I was seeing simultaneously. And somewhere I felt that yes, this is one company that I should give it a try. So I just contacted the number, and Devendra ji happened to speak to me on the phone, and we had a meeting in our premise. So I did have a word with him, and I did try to narrate to him what was there in my mind. But the only bottleneck that was there from my side was that I was at that time in a rented premise. So somewhere I told him, I gave him an assurance that very soon we will be planning to have our own premise in the near future, and at that time I'll be definitely contacting you again, because at that point of time I'll be able to take a very strong decision and be ready to invest that kind of a money for a office of what we desired. So that's where we again connected now, almost I would say 8 to 9 months back, and I had a word with Devendra ji, and we also had our branding and everything done. So I narrated the entire branding episode to him, how we came up with the brand logo, what the brand actually means like, and then somewhere I had tried to convince him and tell him, okay, I want your expertise in terms of design and in terms of execution now to align with my branding that has happened. So they understood what the core was meant to be, and accordingly we started our project on a very good day. Gudi Padwa was when we started. So one thing I must say that right from day one, they were very apt at taking the required inputs from us. Okay, in terms of what the office is going to be, what is the utility part of it, regarding the beautification part of it, what is it that you really wanted. Yes, there were certain suggestions that came first from their side, but then certain things were there from my side, and they were able to rightly capture what is it that was there as per the requirement of the brand logo, the brand image, the products that we are into, and the customers that we are catering finally. So that's where they started the design. Once they got the feel of it, they came up with a very beautiful video, and that was a really surprise for me because I had never anticipated it would really be, they have given me a complete picture of what it would be at the end of the day. So very impressive video. Again, I'm recapturing in my mind as to what it was at that point of time. So right at the first instant, I liked it very much. Some few changes I think along the way as we went on with the designs, and all those changes that have come up have actually enhanced the beauty of the entire office altogether. And I think that once we have the pictures and everything put across as a comparison, the testimonials would stand what I'm trying to say. So that was the first part where they transparently gave us an entire picture, because that's where their design speaks ultimately. Post that, we started with the selection and everything at different locations. So again, they were very transparent with me in terms of where do we want to source the material, what kind of material should we select, what are the cost differences of different materials that we go around selecting. From their side, they were open with whatever points that were coming from my side. Accordingly, if, let's say if I'm going wrong somewhere in my analysis, or if somewhere I am not being able to understand something at the first instant, they took elaborate time to tell me, agar aap ye material select karoge, so that will be, this will be the pros and cons. If you go with this material, this is the kind of cost factor you have to incur. So it was a very nice, I would say, a transparent dialogue. That was the best part of the talking, everything that has happened prior to we started the execution. So we finalized on where we are supposed to get all the materials and everything, and post that they had given me a proper deadline also as to what is the kind of time frame that is going to take for them to start the work and ultimately end it. So everything, after all this pre-planning that was done, everything was now in their basket. So honestly speaking, except for selections, I had hardly any role to play. Their team and everything had done their job one after the other. There was no role for us to play. In fact, मतलब ऐसा भी नहीं हुआ है कि हमें कहीं पे इंटरवीन करके बोलना पड़ा है कि भाई ये चीज़ गलत हो रही है या आप ऐसा मत करो या ये वीडियो में दिखाया था वैसा नहीं हो रहा है. All those things where मतलब it's like if you have given them the job, if all whatever needs to be discussed has been discussed and finalized, then there is nothing left for you except to have just trust on them and just see how the things magically work, and you see the look enhancing as the days goes by. So yes, in between, whenever the selections would happen, they would pre-inform and they would accordingly adjust with our time, and they would say, yes, let us keep this day for the selection. So fine tuning of all those things happened on the colors, on the sun mica laminates, on the printed digital glass. So all the materials out there. Once step by step, as the office was being built, even at the last stages where, let's say, the office and everything was ready, but all the other factors that are adding to the beauty of the office, let's say the flowers and everything that you see, the artifacts that you see, so in that also minute details and all minute selections, they stood with us. मतलब ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ है कि हमने बोला है कि please join us for today's selection, we are going to select some artifacts. They were always ready for it. Even in fact, even for artifacts, they had told us if you buy from, let's say, in Andheri at this place Lakshmi, then these are the benefits you'll get. If you buy from another place, they may be cheap on price, but then you'll not get the right selection. So all those things, you don't need to go and research anywhere for anything, and you just have to keep a good faith on them, and that's how I feel the outcome speaks ultimately. The way the process was followed, that has all automatically resulted in the beautiful outcome. At the start, yes, it was a very good desire in our mind, we want to have a beautiful office, this, that, but ultimately when you see the final look of it, you feel that this was not even thought of. This is something that is way going beyond of what it is. After we have done with this office, there have been certain customer visits also at our end, and all those people who have visited from the customer side, they are also well placed in very good corporate offices, and the moment they have stepped inside the office, they have really connected with it like anything. They saw the office, they found it, this is really magical what you have done over here. And then definitely as they learn more interior aspects of the branding also simultaneously, it adds yet more to the color and flavor of the office altogether. So I would give a clear thumbs up to Expression Interiors in terms of they as human beings. First things first, what I like to say is that they are very good human beings. Then they are very professional in what they are speaking, what they are committing. They are very transparent in their communications. Once you entrust a work to someone, the best thing that you can expect from them is you don't need to worry about it. एक बार उनको काम सौंप दिया आपने, आपको हर चीज में जाकर के देखने की जरूरत नहीं, कि यार कारपेंटर ने सही काम किया है नहीं किया है, या फिर इलेक्ट्रिशियन ने सही काम किया है नहीं किया है, या एनी ऑफ देयर टीम मेंबर्स पेंटिंग सही से हुआ है नहीं हुआ है, या सिलेक्शन जैसा हुआ था वैसा ही मटेरियल आया है कि नहीं आया. यू डोंट नीड टू वरी. ऐसा भी हुआ है कि आफ्टर द फाइनल स्टेजेस ऑफ द कंप्लीशन, व्हेन दे हैव कम फॉर देयर चेकिंग राउंड्स दे देमसेल्व्स, सो सम सर्टेन थिंग्स आर देयर, जैसे फिनिशिंग के एस्पेक्ट से उतनी नजर हमारी नहीं पड़ती है, and certain things here and there we might not even come to know कि ये चीज है, but they have come, they have seen, they have told their people कि भाई तूने ये सही नहीं किया, तूने you need to change this, and this was even without we telling them also, okay, no, I find this not being proper, kindly tell your team or kindly do this changes for us. तो ऐसा भी नहीं हुआ है. So that is the level of confidence that we have gained. And overall, while the entire episode was happening, while the entire work was being carried on, there have been a lot of very nice exchanges between us. So again, that's where I say that they are very good human beings. So I am completely satisfied with the way they have done the entire job, and I definitely look forward to working with them in the future also. Thanks a lot. Thank you.